Hi, welcome back to Singer Family Adventures, Take 2. I'm Valerie. This is Cindy, woohoo! As in Cinderella, as in Cinderblock twin, as in adorable kitten that we are fostering, and we might have found a home for her and her brother Milo. Anyway, welcome back to our channel, and if you are new here and you enjoy this video, please pound that subscribe button, smash it. I don't know why you're supposed to smash the buttons, but they say smash the buttons. So smash the subscribe button, smash that bell notification so you know when we come out with the next video, which is usually 2-3 times a week, but not on a regular basis, and smash the like button. So that's a lot, but we are bringing you some cruise tips today for Disney cruising specifically. We have our next cruise in 53 days, and I'm taking my boys and my 17-year-old's girlfriend, who he's been dating for 3.5 years, on a 4-night cruise on the Disney Dream. Excuse me. So this is just a kind of random number of cruise tips, and this might be the first in a series because I don't mean this to be exhaustive, but just some thoughts for people who are thinking about cruising on Disney cruise ships or maybe first-time cruisers. So I have fallen in love with Disney cruising. We have now been on 3 cruises, and this will be our 4th one, and I spend far too much time sort of watching YouTube videos and reading stuff about cruising. So the first 2 things that you need to do once you signed up for a Disney cruise is you need to download this amazing app which goes on your phone, and it will give you this cute little countdown of your cruise, and it will also let you know if you have more than one cruise. So we have a cruise also planned next September, and there are 314 days until that one. That is the Leg Life cruise. If you have not watched Leg Life, they are so awesome, and I'm so excited to go meet them on the Disney Wonder. But get this app, download it on your phone. You're going to need it when you're actually on the ship. It's your best way to communicate with your family members on the ship. You can text on it for free, and it will also tell you what's happening on board, etc., etc., etc. The other thing I want to tell you is if you are not already connected to your Facebook page for your cruise, go on Facebook and find it. Type in the name of your ship, Disney Dream, Disney Wonder, whatever it is, and the date of your cruise, and you're likely to find your page and join it. And that is a page just of people who will be on the ship with you, and that's where you find out a lot of information. So first 2 points. Most of you have probably already done that. The other tips I want to tell you is if you're a first-time cruiser especially, and there was some activity that you really wanted, your daughter is a Frozen fan, a Frozen freak, and really wants to meet Elsa and Anna or what have you, and the activity that you really, really, really most want to do was booked up before you had a chance to choose your activities, which is a very common issue for first-time cruisers because they let the Platinum members book first, then the Gold members, then the Silver members, then the brand new cruisers. So if you didn't get the activities you want, do not despair. First of all, check back every so often, check back the week before your cruise, see if you can book it at that point. And if you can't, when you board the ship, go on that first afternoon to guest services and find out if a spot opened up for Apollo brunch, or a spot opened up for the meet and greet with the princesses, or a spot opened up at the spa for whatever item you wanted, what have you, right? What do you think? Attack the fuzzies. Oh, Minnie's here too. So that is one thing for all of you to know. The other thing to say is there are drinks of the day. You can get the drink of the day on the Disney cruise, and it comes with this lovely cup. If you want the cup, you should probably get the drink of the day on the first day. They have both an alcoholic and a non-alcoholic drink of the day, and if you get it in this cup, I believe it was $14, and then after that you can get the cup refilled for more drinks, and that becomes a cheaper price than just getting a regular drink of the day. So that is another tip for you. I'm surrounded by cats. Don't bring your cats on a Disney cruise. And by the way, if you are somebody who has or needs or, owns a service dog of some sort, just want you to know that you can actually bring your service dog with you on a Disney cruise. It takes some arranging ahead of time, but that's pretty cool. And our last cruise, there was a lovely dog on this Halloween on the High Seas cruise, and there are cat butts everywhere. I'm so sorry. Anyway, going on with my list, I have a lot of food related items to tell you about. One is, there is Cake of the Day. Do not miss Cake of the Day. That is room service thing. You can call room service. Room service is free, and you can ask them, hey, what's the cake of the day? If you have a chance to try their carrot cake, do it. It's delicious. Hi, animals. No, that's my water. Can I have my water? My water. My this. My this. When my younger son was little, he used to say, before he could say very much, he'd say, my this. For any toy or anything that was his. My this. So my this water. Anyway, I am very distracted. This is hard. Other cruise tips to tell you. Please get to know your servers. Get to know your stateroom host. It's really worth it. You're going to have the same stateroom host cleaning and setting up your room twice a day through the entire cruise. That person is there for you. They will help you if you've got any concerns, if you want questions about how do you get a private taxi when you get to Nassau or anything like that. They have a lot of knowledge. They've probably been cruising with Disney for quite some time. So get to know them personally, and same thing with your servers. Your servers are going to follow you from night to night, from restaurant to restaurant, and you will have a head server and an assistant server, and they're just great. They really are there to please you. They want to help you. Some other things with the dining hall. It's not college. The main dining rooms is that they will usually seat you, depending on the size of your party, with another party or two. So you're likely to be seated at a table with strangers. That can be a really fun thing. When we went on our 5-night cruise, we really got to know the couple and their son that was on the cruise with us. They had another 10-year-old boy. They were also from Georgia. On our last cruise, I was traveling with my friend and her 4-year-old daughter, and we were with a couple who had a 4-year-old son. So they don't just arbitrarily put you with people. They try to kind of match you based on the age of your children or where you live or what your interests are to people that you might enjoy talking to at dinner. However, if you are 2 people, 4 people, whatever number of people in your party, and you really feel like, we don't want to talk to strangers at dinner time, you don't have to be seated with somebody, but it works best if you call Disney Cruise Line ahead of time, a week or 2 before your cruise, and just put in a request to be seated on your own at the dining, in the main dining rooms. And I'm sorry, I'm still being madly distracted by adorable kittens. This is Berlioz. Hi, Berlioz. Hello. So that's one thing to know. I will say, in terms of the dining rooms, not everyone realizes that kids can order off of the grown-up menu. Grown-ups can order off the kid menu. My teenager had 1 or 2 times when he was not crazy about what was on the grown-up menu and just ordered pizza from the kid menu, even though he's older than, what the kid menu is designed for. You can also order multiple entrees because you've paid for as much food as you can possibly eat. So it's a fun time. What are you doing? You were so cute. I think these cats are thirsty. Can you see this? This cat is like sticking in, what? Oh, sneeze. It's a fun time to do things like try escargot, get your son to try escargot or your daughter, what have you. How do I do this? Anyway, another cruise tip is explore the ship. Take some time to just walk around the ship. Whatever ship you're on, they are all amazing. They have beautiful pieces of artwork around them. They often have kind of animators' sketches from earlier versions. Yes. This is Berlioz. He's adorable. Isn't he adorable? Oh, he does this thing. Can you focus on him? Whenever he's drinking water, he just twitches his ears. Twitch, twitch. You see that? You can't really tell the angle he's on, but he's like twitching his ears as he drinks. You're just the cutest thing. Anyway, take some time to explore the ship. Another thing that I'd like to say is go to the Quiet Cove Cafe as a grown-up. If you like a good coffee, you're not going to get good coffee from the main dining rooms. That is the one huge complaint I have with Disney cruising. The Cove Cafe does have good coffee, and they also have drinks that are not on their menu. So the first time I went there, they only had a few really kind of fancy lattes with like coconut milk and whatnot in them, and I tried one, but it wasn't really my thing. Turns out they have all your kind of classic cappuccinos and lattes as well. They're just not on the menu. They also can make character face imprints on the top of your cappuccinos or your lattes, so don't be afraid to go there and ask for things. That is a slight upcharge. It's about $5 for each latte or cappuccino, kind of more or less Starbucks prices. But a couple tips with the Cove Cafe. One is you can get a card where they punch your card every time you buy a latte or drink, and when you get to 6, you get the 7th one free. So get that card and you can hang on to it from one cruise to another. So if you're going to cruise again, get that card. Also, in Cove Cafe, they have like a whole display with really beautiful desserts, like sort of small bite-sized cupcakes, small bite-sized this and that. And those are free. So go ahead in there, ask for them if you'd like them, if you want a snack. Another thing I would say is don't be upset if this is your first cruise and you got the second dining period and you're thinking, oh no, how can we possibly have dinner at 8:30 at night? That is so insanely late, or 8:15, whatever it is. It is a bit late, but it's not bad. We have done second dining a couple times and we've done first dining once. I have to say I actually prefer second dining. Granted, I don't have super young kids, but if you don't, you're hungry for a snack by 4 o'clock. If you're going to go eat your huge meal at 5:30, you really can't go have a great big snack at 4:30. If you're going to eat your big meal at 8 o'clock, you can sort of have a light first dinner at 4:30 and then go for the big meal. I'm sorry, this is just so hard to film. Jonah is just here playing with cats, and there are cats. Everywhere I go, there are cats. There's Minnie. That's Minnie. She's adorable. They're all adorable. I hold my hand out, and boom, what lands in my hand but a cat? What lands in my other hand but a cat? Yes, cats. Some other food tips. I have all sorts of food tips. My 2 favorite foods on the ships that I've had so far are the black truffle raviolis, which are an appetizer. I forget which restaurant they're at, but they're on all the ships, and they are phenomenal. And I, bless you, am not a mushroom person. So the idea of like eating truffles didn't sound that appealing to me. They are so good. Just try them. Black truffle ravioli. And then the other thing is, if you happen to be on the Disney Magic and you go to the Rapunzel restaurant, who I'm forgetting the exact name because I'm surrounded by cats, Rapunzel's, anyway, there's a chocolate tower dessert there that is so good. It is so good. It's kind of small, but it is so rich and it melts in your mouth and it is unbelievable. And one thing to know about the food is that if you find something you really love in one main dining room and you're in a totally separate dining room the next night, you can ask your servers, you know what? Is there any chance, oh yes, Rapunzel's royal table, is there any chance that instead of having the desserts that you're offering here at Animator's Palette, that you could get me that chocolate cake from Rapunzel's royal table? Our servers on our 5-night cruise actually brought us those little cakes 3 times because they knew how much we absolutely loved them. So they were pretty awesome. right? Pretty awesome. I'm sorry, I know I had more for you. So maybe the more will have to go into the next version of this. I am just surrounded by running cats. They're running everywhere. They're adorable. Oh yes, Castaway. Couple things about Castaway Cay if you're going there. Just a couple quick things. One is there's so many amazing things to do there. You could book your full day. You could do like 3 different activities if you wanted, from the second you can get off the ship, from the 5K all the way through to 4:30 when you have to board again. But you can also just go to Castaway and do nothing. Our favorite thing to do there now is just rent the floats for $13 each and float around. It is so much fun. The other thing I can tell you, Castaway has an amazing lunch, and they have these enormous chocolate chip cookies. Sorry, there's so many food things here. You can tell I like food. So if you get 2 of those giant chocolate chip cookies and you walk over to the soft serve ice cream, which is free, help yourself all you want, you can make your own ice cream sandwich, chocolate chip cookie sandwich, and it's delicious. So those are just some things to think about. I do have a couple more for you. Are you ready? So if you're not entirely up for fish extending, for being part of a fish extender exchange, and I will link a couple of my fish extender videos here if you're not sure what that is, there are still ways you can sort of exchange fun things with some of the other people on the cruise. One is that you can post something on your door if you like pin trading. You can do a pin trading board on your door. Jonah, hand me the pin trading board that's around the corner.
I'm stuck.
I'm about to put you in this video. Okay, so we did this on our last cruise. Super fun. I actually have some of my traders up here now. These boards, which I get them from Target, they are, I think, $7-8 for a set of 3. And then I just put a whole bunch of magnetic tape on the back of this, and that way they stick onto the doors of your cabin. And I just wrote pin trading, take one, leave one. And I started my last cruise with 15 pins on the door. And by the end of it, we had 21 pins on the door. And I will say I was nervous people would just steal pins and walk away and, you know, take advantage of it. And that is something you risk. You might find somebody doing that. But I actually had the opposite happen, where we got more pins than we had started off with. And I pulled a few really nice ones off of there and traded with things that I had. So that was very fun. I'm being told I'm out of time, so there will be another version of this. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate you being here. Love it if you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Please go spread a little kindness in the world, and happy cruising. See y'all real soon.